What's Gucci, man? What's Gucci, L-Dub? Hex, what's happening, man? What's Gooch? What's Gucci? D. Nightman. LW. AOC wasn't in the building, man. We in the. Oh my God! But she'll survive that. She'll survive that. She'll survive that. She'll survive that. She's a Democrat. She get to lie. She get to be full of shit. She get to be full of shit. She get to lie. You know, when you're a Democrat, you get to lie. She lied. Oh man, she wasn't even in the video. She pulled a David Hogg. Y'all know who David Hogg is? Do y'all know who David Hogg? Y'all know who this guy David Hogg is? He's the guy from what's that school? Parkland. He made a big fuss. He was all on the news after they shot up Parkland High School. He wasn't even at the school that day. He became the most famous person. He hijacked that whole Parkland shooting where that kid went to school and shot all those people. I forgot the kid's name. Anyway, the kid in Florida, Parkland, Florida. He hijacked that whole movement. Yeah, I saw that video. I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah. That the Harlem lady. But David Hogg. So AOC pulled the David Hogg, man. Let me find out AOC pulled the David Hogg. These liberals, man, they're terrible people, man. They're horrifyingly terrible people. They doing that shit again. They dropping my... These liberals are horrifyingly terrible people, man. So AOC pulled the David Hogg, man. And she don't gotta, she don't have to like feel embarrassed about it. All she gotta do is say that people are coming at her because she's a woman. People are coming at her because she's a woman. If she wasn't a woman, people wouldn't be coming at her. Now I believe AOC was a victim of sexual assault. She's a nice looking woman. If she didn't have that evil look on her face, if she had a bright, bubbly like expression on her face, that would serve her better. That look she got on her face all the time, that look of just like being a jackass, being very tensed and being like very anal retentive. She looks like she's no fun. AOC looks like she's not fun. AOC looks like she a party pooper, man. She don't look like somebody you can have fun around. She looked like somebody who would ruin the fun. Like if you were having a bunch of fun and AOC came through, she would like ruin the shit. What's up, long story? Salute, man. Hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that PayPal. Yeah, that look of like, what are you guys doing? That look of like, don't do that. She got that look of, I'm telling dad. She got a I'm telling dad look on her face. She got permanent I'm telling dad face. I'm telling mom. I'm telling mom. She got I'm telling mom face. She got, you know you're not supposed to do that face. She just like looked like a party pooper, man. She looked like she would ruin like any kind of fun that anybody was having. Because she's a good looker. She would be a nice looking woman, man. A brother would smash that, man. A brother would smash that. It's just that she's so full of it, man. She's so full of herself. A brother would smash that, man. A brother, if she wasn't a congresswoman, she could bag a rapper. Who you think could bag a NBA player first? The finest dark-skinned chick on the planet or AOC? I put AOC up against the finest. I didn't even say dark skin, just black, whole black, like not mixed with nothing, whole black woman. No matter what her shade is, I put AOC against her to bag a ball player, and I bet AOC will win 10 times out of 10. So I'm not gonna sit here and say she's a good-looking woman. She just got that face, man. She got she got permanent party pooper face. Like literally. She looks like a bad person. So I'm not surprised she lied, man, about being at the Capitol, man. I'm not surprised she lied. So let's see. AOC's Capitol Instagram video backlash reveals the myth of the perfect assault victim. So they already defended her, the mainstream news media, trying to pretend there's one right way to deal with the psychological impact of assault. Oh my God. Oh God. What the hell? Oh my God. AOC's Capitol Instagram video backlash reveals myth of the perfect assault victim. Trying to pretend there is one right way to deal with the psychological impact of assault is just another way to delegitimize the experiences of trauma survivors we don't like. Oh my God. On Monday evening, to an audience of as many as 150,000, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York detailed her experience during the deadly. Why do they keep calling it deadly when everybody who died was one cop died the next day of who knows what? Who knows what? That cop, I still think is fishy. I bet that cop that died the next day, he just died. It was what? By the time that thing was over, it was what? 1,000 cops there? So one of those cops died the next day. He could have died of natural causes. Anyway, the deadly January 6th Capitol riots. The 31-year-old congresswoman described hiding in the bathroom, convinced she was going to die, and then sheltering in place with Representative Katie Porter of California for hours. Amid the confusion, she searched for a pair of running shoes in case she had to run for her life. The trauma of that day was intensified by another factor. Ocasio-Cortez revealed she is a sexual assault survivor. What the fuck do that got to do with the... What the fuck do that got to do with the price of tea in China? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Everybody hit the like button, man, as you come in, man. Hit the like button, man. She out here she pulled the David Hogg, man. She pulled the David Hogg, man. That's all she did, man. Female style. She said, I'm a survivor of sexual assault. She said Monday during the 90-minute live video, and I haven't told many people that in my life. Why are you telling us that now, man? Did somebody sexually assault you at the Capitol building that day? If not, then what the fuck are you telling us that for? I got jumped outside of a fucking train station, Shaw train station in 1992. Okay? I got robbed in Richmond, Virginia in 1999. Like, what the fuck is she talking about, man? Hit the like button, man. Hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, hit the subscribe button, hit the PayPal. What the hell is she talking about? What is she talking about? Oh my God. What the hell is she talking about? Did she get if she didn't get assaulted that day at the damn Capitol, I ain't trying to hear about it, man. What's up, Battle? Man, what's up, everybody? Everybody hit the like button, man. What's going on, everybody, man? Salute. You said salute Marjorie Green. Marjorie Green. Who was Marjorie Green? I just saw that name. What happened to her? Salute, Bird Nation, man. What's up, man? Where you been at, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What is Marjorie Green doing? Are they trying to get rid of her? It's funny, they talked about Donald Trump stole the election. Didn't they say Donald Trump colluded with Russia to steal the election for 3 years? For 3 years they said that shit. And now as soon as we say they stole the election, they made it to where you can lose your you can literally get your YouTube channel taken down if you say that the election was stolen. They will take your Twitter account, they'll take your YouTube page. You say I'm drilling something. You sent me an email about her like yesterday. Oh, for real? I gotta look at it. Yeah, Master Joe, man. Master Joe ain't no joke. He ain't waste no time. Master Joe just signed everything. You put anything in front of him, he gonna sign. You put a blank piece of paper in front of Joe Biden, he gonna sign that shit. You put a check you write yourself a check in his name for $1 billion. Joe Biden is gonna sign it. He's signing everything. Everything they put in front of his face, he's signing. This shit is crazy. Marjorie Green. So she supposed to be, what did she say? Somebody tell me what she said, man. Well, she's young. She only 46. Oh, she mocked the Parkland survivor. Yeah, man. David Hogg, man. I know that's who she was talking about. I don't even gotta look. He the only one that's running around sucking up all the oxygen from that Parkland shoot. He act like he was the only one in there. He act like he was the only one in the school when the shooting happened. And he wasn't even there. Give me a city, somebody, man. Give me a city, man. Yeah, Joe Beasy, man. The man say Wilmington, man. It's 2 Wilmingtons, man. They talking about, I know you mean Wilmington, Delaware, right? White boy, see, y'all lucky I don't do stories about sexual offenses, man. I need to create an SVU channel, man. Special Victims Unit. Oc Nation Special Victims Unit. Because there's always white boys doing crazy stuff like this, man. Always white boys. Getting busted for child porn, getting busted. Always. I need to do SVU. Oc Nation SVU. Joe Biden is the fucking president. That's almost more crazy than that's literally more crazy than Donald Trump. Donald Trump being the president, I felt safer with Donald Trump being the president than George Bush. Give me another city, man. Ain't nothing going on in Wilmington. He said, with a black girl a victim, she get a whooping. She fast. Atlanta. Hit the like button, man. Let's see this. Oh man, let's see. I'm gonna try to do a good story, man. Try to do a heartwarming story, man. We did St. Paul the other day. I gotta make sure you subscribe to all my channels. I got a lot of content coming tonight, man. A lot of content coming tonight, man. I'm dropping a lot of content tonight. Make sure you sub to all my channels. Links in the description box. I finally put the link in the description box today. The link is in the description box. I got a story about St. Paul coming tonight too. A lot of content coming tonight. A lot of content coming tonight, y'all. Hit that like button. How many likes we got? 37?
Together to support a 12-year-old Athens boy who survived a fire that killed his mother, grandmother, and sister. Channel 2 Steve Gelbach is live for us in Clark County. And Steve, you spoke with the young man's family and his...
Smash. Smash.
Together to support a 12-year-old Athens boy who survived a fire that killed his mother, grandmother, and sister. Channel 2 Steve Gelbach is live for us in Clark County. And Steve, you spoke with the young man's family and his mentor, and they are overwhelmed by the community's outpouring.
Wendy, the memorial here at the site, the balloons, flowers, just a small indication. Now you've had individuals to large companies to pro athletes all coming forward to help donate and support. See this GoFundMe page, it's now up to more than $205,000.
It's just been so overwhelming. I mean, people's just been coming out of the woodworks, and we're so blessed.
His grandmother says 12-year-old Taden Johnson is still recovering physically from burns on his back, but also emotionally. His grandmother, Penny Fields, mother Pinata, and 9-year-old sister Mariah All died in the early morning fire inside their Athens trailer home last week.
He talks about his sister and his mom and his grandmother, and sometimes he likes to talk about what happens, and then sometimes he doesn't.
As soon as I got here, he just jumped in my arms.
Zach Hendricks first met Tayden through a mentoring program while he was at the University of Georgia and became like a brother. In the last few days, he's raised awareness, supplies, clothing, and donations in the thousands for Tayden and his half-sister. Yesterday, he begged them to take him back to the burned-out home for the first time.
As soon as we went, we drove up and his face went, wow, and that's all he said.
The 12-year-old opened up about what happened, how he escaped, and tried to get back inside.
He tried to go back in, and he was doing anything he could. I even heard a story that the firefighter that grabbed him as hard as he could to, keep him alive. Tayden was hitting him and kicking him and punching him because he wanted to do everything he could to save his family. But ultimately, Tayden is the true hero in all this.
By chance or by God, Tayden met that firefighter at their Athens church Sunday.
Wow. Look at this racist white guy, y'all. Look at this racist white guy, man, mentoring this little black kid. Where all the NBA players and all the fucking activists? Where all the actors and the activists at, man? Why this white guy gotta be this little kid's mentor? Don't this white guy got a Klan meeting to go to? Y'all making him late for his Klan meeting.
Talk about what happens, and then sometimes he doesn't.
As soon as I got here, he just jumped in my arms.
Zach Hendricks first met Tayden through a mentoring program while he was at the University of Georgia. Became like a brother. In the last few days, he's raised awareness, supplies, clothing, and donations in the thousands for Tayden and his half-sister. Yesterday, he begged them to take him back to the burned-out home for the first time.
As soon as we went, we drove up and his face went, wow, and that's all he said.
The 12-year-old opened up about what happened, how he escaped, tried to get back inside.
He tried to go back in, and he was doing anything he could. I even heard a story that the firefighter that grabbed him as hard as he could to, keep him alive. Tayden was hitting him and kicking him and punching him because he wanted to do everything he could to save his family. But ultimately, Tayden is the true hero in all this.
By chance or by God, Tayden met that firefighter at their Athens church Sunday. They gave a big group hug. They all hope the young man will be able to grieve, to remember, to reach his dreams, and touch others like he has touched them. Individuals, big companies like Nike, Microsoft, even UGA have reached out, and sports stars from the NFL like AJ Green and even Matt Ryan have done as well. And you even heard yesterday from former UGA Georgia star Anthony Edwards, now playing in the NBA, the last year's #1 draft pick. Well, he also lost his grandmother and mother at the same age. I'll tell you about their conversation, the advice he has for that young man ahead of my next live report at 5. Live in Clark County, Steve Gelbach, Channel 2 Action News.
Steve, it really takes me to hear the families say we are so blessed when you see all the loss that they've endured because of this fire, that they really are feeling that embrace from the community. Thank you.
All right, that was a heartwarming story, man. Hold on, let's see this, man. See if you sent me something good. You be sending me some bullshit sometimes, Cyrus.
I'm finally the king of my own castle, but my castle has leaks. And so I use thumbtack to find exterminators, electricians, roofers.
Let's see what's going on in Chicago right quick. Man shoveling, has car stolen in Noble Square, carjacking, 14's arrested. These little niggas be throwing their lives away, man. Well, they ain't really throwing their life away in a democratically run city. That's the thing about it. They be throwing some years away, though. They gonna do a couple years.
3 of the 4 teenagers arrested after an overnight carjacking are already out of police custody. Police tell us it happened at around 11:40 last night in the 1400 block of North Cleveland.
I told you.
Remembering his...
I told you. 3 of the 4 teenagers are already out of police custody. They already home. Imagine you get carjacked, and the next day you go to the grocery store and you bump into one of your carjackers. You out running errands and you ride down the street and you see one of the carjackers and like, damn, you just carjacked me yesterday.
Of the 4 teenagers arrested after an overnight carjacking are already out of police custody. Police tell us it happened at around 11:40 last night in the 1400 block of North Cleaver, just off of the expressway. A 28-year-old man was shoveling snow after work when 2 teenagers approached him with a gun. They robbed him and stole his Lexus. Remembering his license plate, Chicago police were able to catch the suspects at a gas station. 4 teenagers, a 19-year-old male and female, and a 15-year-old male and female, were arrested at the scene and taken into custody. This morning, 3 of them have already been released. One of them, 19-year-old John Daniels, was charged. Earlier last night at around 7:40 p.m. in the 800 block of West Willow, police say a 34-year-old man was getting into his 2018
How many, hit one of you tired of hearing about how the criminal justice system is somehow geared, targeting black people? Hit one of you tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit. Hit the PayPal, hit the like button, hit the super chat. I'm tired of this shit. Keep talking about the criminal justice system is targeting blacks and all this crap. And every time we do a story, the person either got 1 million charges, the person out for attempted murder, or they did the crime and got out the next day. I'm tired of this crap, man.
3 of the 4 teenagers arrested after an overnight carjacking are already out of police custody. Police tell us it happened at around 11:40 last night in the 1400 block of North Cleaver, just off of the expressway. A 28-year-old man was shoveling snow after work when 2 teenagers approached him with a gun. They robbed him and stole his Lexus. Remembering his license plate, Chicago police were able to catch the suspects at a gas station. 4 teenagers, a 19-year-old male and female, and a 15-year-old male and female, were arrested at the scene and taken into custody. This morning, 3 of them have already been released. One of them, 19-year-old John Daniels, was charged. Earlier last night at around 7:40 p.m. in the 800 block of West Willow, police say a 34-year-old man was getting into his 2018 Range Rover when someone pointed a gun at him and stole his car. And this morning, someone tried to carjack a victim near 67th and Oakley, but the vehicle was stuck in the snow and the suspect took off. Carjackings have increased by more than 280% since last year. Last night, 43rd Ward Alderman Michelle Smith held a virtual forum on the surge in carjackings.
We are also looking at other ways to look into how we are doing at bond court. What other information can we gather with the help of our law?
Oh my God. We're looking into how we can look into looking. They're doing a lot of looking. And not a lot arresting and locking people up. They doing a whole lot of looking and not enough locking people up. Less looking and more locking. Okay, sister?
Carjackings.
We are also looking at other ways to look into how we are doing at bond court. What other information can we gather with the help of our law enforcement partners and our federal partners to present that at bond court?
Police continue to warn residents to stay alert.
58% of the total motor vehicle thefts are for unattended vehicles. And with that, we develop different strategies in order to identify and notify individuals that are leaving their cars running in for food, delivery drivers, up to the point where we're actually ticketing cars just to let them know that they're going to get their car stolen if, in fact, they're just leaving their cars with the keys running.
The suspect charged with last night's carjacking is expected in court today.
So he said they're giving people tickets who leave their cars running. Listen.
Judy, let's start with some good news. We did speak with the boy's grandmother, who tells us that her grandson, her 3-year-old grandson, who was apparently shot 3 times, is stable. He was airlifted to Comer Children's Hospital.
Oh my God. Listen, they're giving people tickets for leaving their cars.
He was airlifted to Comer Children's Hospital. That's where he is with his mother. She is so...
Was that this? They're giving people tickets for leaving their cars. Salute, man. We got PayPal. Salute. They're giving people tickets for leaving their cars. Oh my God. That is bananas. In Chicago, you get a ticket for leaving your car unattended while it's running. But if you carjack somebody, you spend a few hours in jail. Man, my man Larry Sadler, man, salute to you, bro. Salute, man. Salute. Salute, bro. That's the type of love we need, man. Somebody match Larry, man. Match Larry. Salute, bro. That's crazy though, ain't it? You get a ticket in Chicago for leaving your car unattended. You get a ticket. But if you carjack somebody, you go to jail for a few hours and get out. God damn it. God damn it. Give me another city, man. Give me another city, man. Woo! Hit that like button, man. Hit that super chat, hit that PayPal, hit that Cash App. Give me another city, man. Jacksonville. Oh, man. You just know Jacksonville. You just know Jacksonville gonna be off the chain. You just know that. You don't even have to, I don't even gotta look. I know Jacksonville. That's a Democratic stronghold. That's Wakanda. That's a that's a territory in Wakanda. That's a colony, a Wakandan colony. That's the Wakandan colony of Jacksonville. Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Slow day in slow day in Jacksonville, man, in the Ville, man. Slow day in the Ville, man. Let me see if we got the other thing. Look like a slow day in the Ville, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. It's a slow day in the Ville. Give me another city, man. Give me another city, man. Dayton, Ohio. I don't think we've been to Dayton. I don't think we ever been to Dayton on this program. I don't know, man. I don't know if we ever been to Dayton. I know Dayton is all those cities in Ohio, man. Cleveland, Cincinnati, they all fucking, Akron, they all fucking dumps. All Ohio is a fucking big ass ghetto, man. Columbus is probably the worst one. Columbus, man, Columbus is terrible, Jack. Man, I don't know who the fuck that is. I have no idea who the fuck that is. I don't know that man. I don't know that man. I don't know this man. Announces new criminal justice initiatives. So the governor of Ohio announcing new criminal justice initiatives. Let's see what the hell he talking about. Let's see if this shit gonna actually make people in Ohio safer. Because when they say criminal justice, man, they usually talking about making it less safe and making it easier for the criminals. They usually talking about making it easier for the criminals. Governor DeWine announces criminal justice initiatives in new budget. Oh shit. Oh yeah, Dallas. We gotta go to Dallas. We ain't been to Dallas in a minute. Dallas is Dallas had his worst year ever last year. A murder. Let's see what this criminal justice initiative is. Is it going to help the regular citizens or is it going to help the criminals? I don't know who that is. That sounds like a bill collector that just called me. I don't know nobody down there, man, in Florida, man. I ain't got a call from Florida since 1988. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't get me to lying.
Governor DeWine outlines his plans for a criminal justice initiative. He is focusing on strengthening relations between police and the communities, reducing drug trafficking and gun violence. New on 5 on 2. 2 News reporter Madeline Ashley.
All right, she said strengthening relationships between police and communities. What is that code word for? What is decode that for me, y'all? Strengthening relationships between police and communities. What the hell does that mean?
Is live in the newsroom. Governor DeWine outlines his plans for a criminal justice initiative. He is focusing on strengthening relations between police and the communities, reducing drug trafficking and gun violence. New on 5 on 2. 2 News reporter Madeline Ashley is live in the newsroom with details. Governor DeWine says his 2-year vision focuses on protecting both local law enforcement and Ohioans. DeWine says his goal is to make our state a safer environment for everyone living here. Governor DeWine DeWine's criminal justice initiatives involve funding both old and new ideas.
Our administration's focus on safeguarding citizens, preventing injustice, equipping local law enforcement with the right tools to keep communities safe is reflected in our most recent budget proposal.
The two will continue funding Recovery Ohio Law Enforcement, Major Drug Interdiction Task Force, and the Extradition Reimbursement Grant Program.
The truth is, crime can destroy lives, make our communities simply unlivable, for all our dreams for the future.
DeWine's new funding includes $10 million in body cams for local law enforcement. Officials estimate 2/3 of Ohio agencies don't.
Body cams. So what are we going to see on these body cams? So they got $10 million in this initiative for body cam. What are these body cams going to reveal to us when we when we have a case in Ohio? When Ben Crump goes to Ohio, when BLM goes to Ohio, what are we going to see on these body cams? My man Slim say it means you can curse out the police and they'll aim for the leg. Why you ain't shoot him in the leg? Y'all could have just shot him in the leg. As if in these high... Wow. I'm about to block that number, man. I'm literally about to block this number, man. I don't know no Ram Chan Singh. I don't know nobody that's Indian. I don't have one Indian friend, even though I like Indian food and I like Indian people when I get to know them. I don't have nothing against Indian people, but I don't know no Indian people. What's up, Thomas, man? What's going on, man? How you been, man? Long time no see. Yeah, man. Make sure you check out tonight. I got a lot of content dropping on my other channels, Thomas, tonight. I got a lot of content dropping on Ock Nation News and Ock Nation TV. Links in the description.
Don't use cameras.
183 departments.
So they want body cams in Ohio. Body cams gonna fix everything.
All our dreams for the future.
DeWine's new funding includes $10 million in body cams for local law enforcement. Officials estimate 2/3 of Ohio agencies don't use cameras.
183 departments. That may sound like a lot, but we have around 900 police agencies in the state. So when you have a record...
Did you hear what he just said? They have 900 police agencies in Ohio alone. See, this is the shit I hate about the Black Lives Matter. There are 900 police agencies in Ohio alone. And if one of those, one officer or one of those 900 agencies makes any kind of, not even a mistake, just anything that people just anything that offends people's sensibilities, every cop in the country is racist.
Record. Shatter all our dreams for the future.
DeWine's new funding includes $10 million in body cams for local law enforcement. Officials estimate 2/3 of Ohio agencies don't use cameras.
183 departments. That may sound like a lot, but we have around 900 police agencies in the state. So when you have a recorded record of this type of or these type of situations that are unrefutable, it puts us all in a better position to give the best information we can to the citizens as well as to the police.
Who is that big nose nigga right there? Who the hell is that big nose? That big nose old ass nigga right there.
This plan also includes
183 departments. That may sound like a lot, but we have around 900 police agencies in the state.
So when you have a recorded record of this type of or these type of situations that are unrefutable, it puts us all in a better position to give the best information we can to the citizens as well as to the police.
DeWine's plan also includes $1 million to involve more women and minorities in law enforcement.
Way overdue, because when we find that we have a policeman who have a better reflection of the community, that it also makes those type of situations a lot better.
$13 million is also going to stop drug trafficking.
That's a goddamn lie. He just told a goddamn lie. He just told a huge lie right there, y'all. This motherfucker just told a huge lie.
Trafficking with a...
When we find that we have a policeman who have a better reflection of the community, that it also makes those type of situations a lot better.
$13 million is also going to stop drug trafficking, with $8 million going to curb gun violence.
Too many people are dying. Too many children, innocent children, are being killed. Killed before they barely had a chance to live.
Governor DeWine plans to also put $5 million into Ohio school safety and another $1 million towards speeding up the pardon process. Live in the newsroom, Madeline Ashley.
All right, let's see what this is. Fort Worth. I was going to Dallas next. Oh yeah, somebody yesterday said go to Baltimore. I'm gonna go to Baltimore, man. We gotta do Baltimore. Somebody yesterday said go to Baltimore. We ain't did Baltimore. I'm gonna go to Baltimore after this.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to load their minds. Dare to explore. Dare to STEM. Learn more at She Can STEM.
Yeah, black cops will smoke your ass. Black cops is less patient. Black cops is actually less patient. Black cops ain't your fucking friend. That black cop there to do his damn job. And black cops got it worse because a nigga look at them like they buddy and shit. Like the black cop supposed to not arrest your ass. It ain't, man, that shit don't help nothing. It's worse for black cops. Female armed robbers. It's almost 1,000% chance that these are sisters. You rarely gonna see a group of female. Only time you gonna see some female white robbers is the Thelma and Louise or a movie or some shit. You only gonna see a bunch of female white armed robbers in the movies. These some sisters. This is not a crime that women do anyway. This is not a crime that women do anyway. Is it? You know, this is not a crime that women do anyway. Women rarely do the armed robbery thing, man. It's just not a crime that women do. It's a male crime. Fort Worth police are trying to catch 3 women accused of robbing a convenience store last month. The trio was caught on surveillance video terrorizing the clerk at gunpoint. The 3 suspects pointed handguns at the employee and demanded money. They also tried to rob a customer who didn't have anything. There's an actual customer who's shopping there. They demand some items from her too. She expresses that she doesn't have anything to give them, and thankfully they leave the store right after that. Here they go. I don't know, man. We can't tell. I can tell one of them is a sister. One of them is a sister. I can't tell the rest of them. Hit the like button, man. Baltimore, man. Let's do Baltimore, man. Be more careful. Think about the names black people give the cities they live in. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? We always talk about how we being presented, how people always put bad images on black people. We always getting a bad rap. And then they call a place like Baltimore. They don't even call it Baltimore. They call it Bodymore Murderland. Bodymore Murderland. Where you from? I'm from Bodymore Murderland. Like, damn, nigga. Really? Yeah, the white man always giving me a bad rap. What's up, Rax? I'm from Bodymore Murderland. And the white man give me a bad rap. Yeah, but stabbing ain't gonna make the news in Baltimore, man. Stabbing might make the news in Mayberry. Baltimore, stabbing ain't gonna make the news, Jack. Unless the person died. You survived? Oh, hell no. You gotta die. It gotta be like a mass stabbing. 4 people were stabbed and killed. Then they put that on the news. I know it is. I know B-More. We got B-More in the house.
At the end of your first year, so get ready for money to fall into your lap.
There was no objection today on Baltimore's Board of Estimates to ending the contract between the police department and the company Persistent Surveillance Systems. The company's been flying over Baltimore, most recently over the past 6 months, recording the movements of people and cars.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Now, somebody tell me why they have spy planes in Baltimore. Is it because Baltimore's 67% black? Is it just because the people? Is it just because the color of the people's skin? Why they have planes, spy planes flying over Baltimore?
There was no objection today on Baltimore's Board of Estimates to ending the contract between the police department and the company Persistent Surveillance Systems. The company's been flying over Baltimore, most recently over the past 6 months, recording the movements of people and cars.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
The board's vote came at the request of the police department. Mayor Brandon Scott saying the city needs more than what he called gimmicks.
And with the amount of violence that we have here in the city of Baltimore,
This is the mayor of Baltimore with a fucking afro and shit. Look at the mayor of Baltimore with a fucking afro. Looking like he playing a fucking ABA or some shit. Looking like one of the fucking OJs and shit. Look at that. This the mayor of Baltimore. He used to be a city councilman. He was woke as hell. He was so woke. When I found out he was the mayor of Baltimore, I was shocked. I said, God damn. That city is liberal as fuck. This brother's so woke, man. This brother, he believe in no snitching. Like this brother literally believe in no snitching. I ain't gonna bullshit you. This brother believes in the no snitch policy. And they made him the fucking mayor. And he told him, and them spy planes been doing good work. Them spy planes been doing good work. And he told him about, he calling it a gimmick. How the hell is it a gimmick? They flying over the fucking hood and taking pictures of criminals. How the fuck is that a gimmick? I knew they was gonna get rid of this shit. I knew once he got in office they was gonna get rid of this shit.
Vote came at the request of the police department. Mayor Brandon Scott saying the city needs more than what he called gimmicks.
And with the amount of violence that we have here in the city of Baltimore, that people are going to look for any and everything they think is going to be able to bring them some immediate relief. We are building a full strategy around public safety in Baltimore, not gimmicks.
A study by the RAND Corporation found the surveillance program produced potential evidence in just 158 of the 1,532 crimes that occurred during the last 6 months. The data captured by the planes was used only for the most serious crimes. Department officials said the program had little effect on closing cases.
They found that there was no statistical difference between those instances where the plane was involved in evidentiary collection versus those instances that were not.
The city controller pressed the department about all the data the planes have collected.
They've got custody of large amounts of data that tracks the movement of people and vehicles across the city. What does BPD do going forward to ensure the privacy of that data, and how long is the contractor how long are they required to preserve it, or how quickly are they required to get rid of it?
We've been working through that process with the vendor to validate that they've purged all of the unnecessary data from the systems, and we're in the process of getting a certificate of destruction from it.
The department's lawyer said about 15% of the data collected will be kept for future prosecutions. I'm Jane Miller, WBAL TV 11 News.
So they getting rid of something that helped them in 10% of their cases. Because they say it's a gimmick. These damn liberals, boy. These damn liberals, man. They're terrible people, man. Now, we in Baltimore, y'all. Hit that like button, man, for me. We in Baltimore, y'all. If you be more in the chat, stand up. Where be more in the chat? Be more in the chat, stand up, man.
Get up to date with the news and weather happening throughout the day.
Good evening, everyone. We start with breaking news out of Baltimore City.
With Stan Stovall, Deborah Wiener, and Chief Meteorologist Tom Castlemeyer.
That's what's up.
Weeknights at 6
Salute,
and 11
salute.
on 11 News.
The hell? Niggas picking up trash. These niggas there must be a stipulation to their probation. You know, niggas ain't volunteering for shit. They had a thing here in DC where they wanted to clean up the riverbed at the Anacostia River, and they wanted Anacostia is in Southeast, so that's an all black neighborhood. It's historically all black neighborhood. And they wanted to clean up the riverbed. And they wanted people to come out on a Saturday morning and pick up all the trash off the riverbed. And me and my wife, we went out there, but we went for a walk. We went to the park for a walk. We ain't go to volunteer. We was just down there taking a walk. Do you know that everybody I seen out there, every single person was white? Every single one of them was white, picking up trash at the riverbed. I don't know why this video won't play. I'm trying to get these brothers some shine, man. I'm trying to get these brothers some shine, man. It looked like them brothers was, I'm gonna give them brothers credit. It looked like they was doing some community service, was volunteering. So salute to them brothers, man. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Be more, man. What's up, Cornelius, man? Baltimore, man. It's a rough town, man. It's a rough town, man. I've been through Baltimore. I'm from D.C. I go to Baltimore every once in a blue moon. But when we ride around Baltimore, boy, that's a rough-looking town, Jack. Their hoods look way worse than D.C. hoods, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Baltimore hoods look...
Tonight, a dispute at a grocery store leads to an employee being shot. Police say a disgruntled worker showed up upset over his paycheck. It happened in Northeast Baltimore along the Alameda. The WJZ is live tonight. Stetson Miller with what we know so far. Hey, Stetson.
Smash. What we doing with her, y'all? What we doing with her, man? Smiggity smash, yo. And give me...
leads to an employee viewed at a grocery store leads to an employee being shot. Police say a disgruntled worker showed up upset over his paycheck. It happened in Northeast Baltimore along the Alameda. The WJZ is live tonight. Stetson Miller with what we know so far. Hey, Stetson.
Hey, Kelsey, that employee was shot in the arm and is now in the hospital. Police say that suspect fled from this grocery store behind me here after exchanging gunfire with police. Scary moments at a grocery store in Northeast Baltimore on Saturday afternoon.
We had another incident where someone decides to take the violent route with a gun.
Police say a store security guard shot at two.
Goddamn Mad Afro. Now that nigga look like he got a Gumby. That nigga, I don't know, his barber. How the fuck you the man? You got a fucked up barber like that, man. They done fucked up his afro, man.
Officers. Hospital. Police say that suspect fled from this grocery store behind me here after exchanging gunfire with police. Scary moments at a grocery store in Northeast Baltimore on Saturday afternoon.
We had another incident where someone decides to take the violent route with a gun.
Police say a store security guard shot at two officers. It happened after they were called to Compare Food Supermarket on the Alameda near Walters Avenue around 12:38 p.m. They say the security guard was upset at his employer and was armed.
This resulted from the security guard being in a dispute about his paycheck. Whether or not his paycheck was correct or not. It was...
Hold on, man.
Enraged from the security...
Hold on, man. Man Trayvon, man. Man Trayvon. Look at Man Trayvon, y'all. Man Trayvon, man. Man Trayvon Martin, man. If I had a son, he would look like the mayor of Baltimore. Yeah, man, that bad Trayvon, man. What the hell? This your man with a goddamn afro and a goddamn a half-fro. This nigga got a half-fro. This your man be more wealthy? This your man, man? What the hell? The hell? That nigga look like he about to ask for some change. Hey, say brother, got a couple bucks, brother? Can you spare a couple dollars, brother? Nah, man, I got a debit card, man. Sorry, bro, I got a debit card, man. I will help you out, but I got a debit card. Oh, thank you, brother. They be happy as hell when you tell them that. When you tell them, man, I will help you out, but I don't got no cash on me right now. All I got is a debit card. Then, oh, God bless you, brother. They be like, God bless you. God damn it. This y'all mayor, man. Now, wonder y'all got so much crime. Goddamn mayor look like a thug, man. What the fuck the niggas on the street supposed to do? They like, shit, the mayor thugging.
Guard being
Changing gunfire with police. Scary moments at a grocery store in Northeast Baltimore on Saturday afternoon.
We had another incident where someone decides to take the violent route with a gun.
Police say a store security guard shot at 2 officers. It happened after they were called to Compare Food Supermarket on the Alameda near Walters Avenue around 12:38 p.m. They say the security guard was upset at his employer and was armed.
This resulted from the security guard being in a dispute about his paycheck, whether or not his paycheck was correct or not, and was enraged that his pay was incorrect.
Police say the security guard fired at the officers twice. First, just after they went inside the store, then again after the officers split up. Police shot back at the guard both times. They don't know if the guard was struck, but someone else inside the store did get hurt.
There was one civilian employee of the store that was injured. It is unknown how the injury occurred.
The employee has non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to a local hospital. Neither of the officers were hurt. Police say the suspect fled the store and are now pursuing him. Mayor Brandon Scott says this is yet another example of someone resorting to violence.
Oh shit, the dude got away. Oh shit, homie got away, yo.
To solve. Neither of the officers were hurt. Police say the suspect fled the store and are now pursuing him. Mayor Brandon Scott says this is yet another example of someone resorting to violence to solve a problem.
We know that we cannot allow people to recklessly resolving their conflicts with weapons in our city.
And the suspect has not been identified publicly, but police say they do know who he is. They say it's a matter of time before he's in custody. We're live in Northeast Baltimore. Seth Miller for WJZ.
Yeah, them planes would have caught his ass. He'd have been thinking he was getting away. Them planes would have been right over his ass. Crime already going up. Man. Everybody hit the like button, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, hit the Cash App. We going in, man. Alright, say motion. Give me another city, man. Give me another city, man. Is that your woman from Howard County? That's a long way from here, Jack. Howard County ain't even the DMV, man. I don't know. Is Howard County the DMV? That's more like Baltimore suburb. Frisco. Let's go to Frisco. Salute, Slim. Oh, he said Gary, Indiana. We gonna do Gary, man. He super chat, man. Super chat that joint, man. Gary, we going to Gary, man. We going to Gary, man. Three-year-old boy shot in stable condition. Got a 3-year-old boy shot. God damn it. Give me a race on this little boy without knowing anything. The boy was shot 3 times. God damn. And look, in Chicago, a 5-year-old girl was shot in Chicago. Give me a race on these little kids. It's just getting shot. And that shit is normal. That shit normal as hell to hear a little black kid got shot. That shit ain't even fucking odd.
Judy, let's start with some good news. We did speak with the boy's grandmother who tells us that her grandson, her 3-year-old grandson, who was apparently shot 3 times, 3-year-old.
How the fuck do a 3-year-old get shot 3 times? What kind of fucking community is this?
Judy, let's start with some good news. We did speak with the boy's grandmother who tells us that her grandson, her 3-year-old grandson, who was apparently shot 3 times, is stable. He was airlifted to Comer Children's Hospital. That's where he is with his mother. She is so grateful that he is doing okay, but she's unsure what happened. And that's, of course, what Gary detectives are trying to figure out at this hour. Early this morning, some residents of the Dune Court Apartments in Gary awoke to gunfire.
I heard a gunshot.
Only in a fucking black community could a 3-year-old get shot and don't nobody know
Which woke
nothing.
me up. And then I heard the babies crying, so I really...
A 3-year-old get shot, don't nobody know nothing. Most communities, they be like, oh hell nah, 3-year-old get shot, shit. I saw a cut. People be just calling in tips. People be like, I saw a fucking family of ducks flying overhead at the same time it was a shooting. They went west. Like, motherfuckers would just be calling in tips. I found a McDonald's sandwich wrapper on the street of where the shooting was. You might want to check the cameras at McDonald's, see if the shooters went to McDonald's. Motherfuckers will be calling in all types of tips if this happened in any other community. This shit happened in the black community, don't nobody know shit.
Didn't know what was going on.
Gary police say a 3-year-old had been shot 3 times and that someone is being questioned. Nearby residents.
Somebody being questioned. Yeah, right. What the fuck is going on with this day?
Tell us a woman and her 2 young sons moved into the unit recently.
I pray to God that he be okay and that he just pulls through everything, because I'm sure he was really scared.
I'm hoping that the baby survive, and hoping that the mother, you know, stay strong and go, and you know, and
nobody talking about they hope the fucking nigga who did this shit get caught. You notice that? Don't nobody hope the nigga who did the shit get caught. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this damn. I don't know what's going on with this video. Why it's acting like this? This bootleg ass channel.
Sure, what happened? And that's, of course, what Gary detectives are trying to figure out at this hour. Early this morning, some residents of Dune Court Apartments in Gary awoke to gunfire.
I heard a gunshot, which woke me up, and then I heard the babies crying, so I really didn't know what was going on.
Gary police say a 3-year-old had been shot 3 times and that someone is being questioned. Nearby residents tell us a woman and her 2 young sons moved into the unit recently.
I pray to God that he be okay. And
you notice they said a woman and her 2 young sons. Nothing about no father. Nothing about no father.
3 times, and that someone is being questioned. Nearby residents tell us a woman and her 2 young sons moved into the unit recently.
I pray to God that he pulls through everything, because I'm sure he was really scared.
I'm hoping that the baby survive, and hoping that the mother, you know, stay strong and go, and you know, and if she know anything, she just tell, you know, who had any partakers in that incident.
A resident who did not want to be identified tells us the boy's mother was at work, and adults who were at the apartment went to get the mother after the gunshots. And it wasn't until the mother returned home when she called 911 for help.
From what I'm...
Did you hear that shit? Did you hear this shit? Black kids got it bad, man. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit.
And go, and you know.
First, this nigga stuttering. This nigga stuttering like shit when he talked about bringing justice for this kid. Once he started talking about somebody getting arrested for this shit, this nigga started stuttering. But listen to what happened after the gunshots.
That the baby survive, and hoping that the mother, you know, stay strong and go, and you know, and if she know anything, she just tell, you know, who had any partakers in that incident.
A resident who did not want to be identified tells us the boy's mother was at work, and adults who were at the apartment went to get the mother after the gunshots. And it wasn't until the mother returned home when she called 911 for help.
From what I'm being told, they just went, got the mother from work, and before calling for any type of aid for the baby.
Mayor Jerome Prince of Gary issued a statement.
First, anybody shocked that the bear is a Negro? A baby got shot 3 times. The adults in the house went to the mother's job, picked her up, brought her back to the house, and then she called 911 when she got back to the house. So they was up to something. They was into some kind of criminal activity. They had some product they had to get rid of. They probably had to fucking get the scene. They was more worried about getting rid of fucking whatever the fuck was in there than they were about fucking getting that child that had been shot 3 times to a fucking hospital.
Stay strong and go, and you know, and if she know anything, she just tell, you know, who had any partakers in that incident.
A resident who did not want to be identified tells us the boy's mother was at work and adults who were at the apartment went to get the mother after the gunshots. And it wasn't until the mother returned home when she called 911 for help.
From what I'm being told, they just went, got the mother from work, and before calling for any type of aid for the baby.
Mayor Jerome Prince of Gary issued a statement saying in part, "As a father and grandfather, it infuriates me and breaks my heart to hear about one of our young children suffering unimaginable injuries." He goes on to say, "We will give this injured child justice."
For an individual allow that to happen, that's totally outrageous.
So what, of course, led to the shooting of this 3-year-old to be shot 3 times? Was there a lag between when he was shot and when 911 was called? All these questions that Gary detectives are trying to get answers for. They continue questioning that man at this hour. As for the boy who was shot, he is stable at Comer Children's Hospital, according to his grandmother, and his younger brother was unharmed. We are live in Gary, Indiana. Leah Hope, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Goddamn Negroes, man. Y'all niggas ain't shit,
Good evening.
man.
Still a developing situation here, Judy, in both the south suburbs and in northwest.
Y'all niggas ain't shit, man. Y'all niggas ain't shit, man. Y'all ain't shit, man. We in Gary, y'all. What's up, lady? Them niggas went to the mother's job, picked her up, brought her home. She ain't called 911 soon as they got to her job. Soon as they told her baby had been shot, why she ain't called 911? I tell you, man, it's rough on black children, man. Children, it's rough for black children. Black children's got it rough, man.
Yeah, Terrell, tell me Leon Taylor is just 22 years old, but he's got a very long...
Black children's got it rough,
Killer,
man.
Leon Taylor.
Black children's got it rough, man. Hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that PayPal.
Yeah, Terrell, police tell me Leon Taylor is just 22 years old, but he's got a very long criminal history already. He also has an escape charge from 2016, and now he's done it once again. This video shows suspected killer Leon Taylor escaping from a private transport van in Gary, Indiana, then running away.
Right now, he knows what he's charged with. So he knows that he was charged with murder, and he has nothing to lose. He's out right now in the streets, loose.
Taylor is accused of killing a husband and father during an armed robbery in East Chicago last November. He was being extradited from Texas to Indiana, where after a manhunt, East Chicago detectives were waiting to interview him.
We were looking forward to interviewing him on the murder that happened here in East Chicago. I can honestly say surprised and disappointed about the outcome, because our detectives worked very hard on this case.
Law enforcement officials say the escape happened Monday afternoon at this McDonald's near 35th and Grant in Gary. The driver of the transport van originally telling authorities that Taylor jumped out of the window at the drive-thru, but Lake County...
Oh, I thought Dylan Roof was the only person to go get that got McDonald's. Remember when Dylan Roof... Who remember when they took Dylan Roof to get a hamburger? They took Dylan Roof to get a hamburger and niggas lost their mind. Well, they took this nigga to get a hamburger too. And he used it as an opportunity to escape. And he used it as an opportunity to escape.
Doing him on the murder that happened here in Chicago. I can honestly say surprised and disappointed about the outcome, because our detectives worked very hard on this case.
Law enforcement officials say the escape happened Monday afternoon at this McDonald's near 35th and Grant in Gary. The driver of the transport van originally telling authorities that Taylor jumped out of the window at the drive-thru, but Lake County, Indiana Sheriff Oscar Martinez says the driver's account of the escape is false, since the video clearly shows Taylor opening a door before fleeing and possibly loosening his restraints. In a statement, Sheriff Martinez says, "After watching this video, I'm highly disturbed and disappointed by the procedures the private transportation driver used during the transfer of this suspect to our jail." Meanwhile, East Chicago police say Taylor is likely getting help from someone on the run.
He's out there basically, I would consider him armed and dangerous. I would consider him nobody to approach him, to contact local law enforcement.
Now Ready Transports, the company that was transporting Taylor, says it is cooperating with the investigation. They also tell us that they will make any procedural changes to ensure that this does not happen again.
Whew.
Judy, let's start with some good news.
But you would think that the only person ever
who was apparently shot 3 times is stable. He was airlifted to Comer Children's Hospital. That's where
you would think that the only criminal to ever get a fucking burger was goddamn Dylan Roof. Alright guys, I'm out, man. I'm gonna see you guys later, man. Content coming tonight on all the channels, man. Make sure you get ready for this content I got dropping tonight, man. I'll see you guys later. Peace.